Hello, and welcome to the first year of WWE's ECW, the show where we take a look back at the first 52 episodes of WWE's re-envisioning of Extreme Championship Wrestling. Balls Mahoney welcomes us to the show and tells us that tonight, for the first time ever, the sexiest women on television will be playing a game of extreme strip poker. That means that I promise you that one of these divas will get naked. We are then introduced to the women taking part in the game tonight. From ECW, it's Trinity and Kelly Kelly. From Raw, it's Maria and Candice Michelle. And from SmackDown, it's Ashley and Crystal. Each of the girls give us a rundown of what they're wearing on top, and then what they've got underneath. Our dealer Balls Mahoney tells us that tonight we're not playing 5-card draw, we're not even going to play Texas Hold'em. We're going to keep it simple. I will deal each of you a card, the lowest card loses. If you get the lowest card, you've got to take something off. Mahoney then deals our first round of cards, with Ashley getting the lowest. She decides to lose the top first. We then head over to the arena for our first match of the night. CM Punk is taking on Rene Dupree. Not long into the match, they go to a side-by-side of the Extreme Strip Poker session in the back. Kelly has lost a hand and is currently taking off her heels. That's really distracting when you're trying to focus on the match. Let's keep the stripping and wrestling separate, yeah? Also, Joey Styles informs us that Gene Snitsky is probably having a great time, as he has a foot fetish. Yep, that was a gimmick for Snitsky at one point. A little later, Trinity has lost her top in the strip poker game. This match was fine. Dupree put up a decent fight to begin with, but in the end, Punk starts hitting some signature moves. Then Punk hits a power slam, goes for the pin, and when Dupree kicks out at 2, he quickly transitions into an Anaconda Vice for the win. Back to the Extreme Strip Poker. Mahoney deals another hand, and Maria and Candice Michelle end up having the joint lowest cards. They ask Mahoney, what do we do? Ball says, well, since it's a tie, both of you take something off. Maria takes off her stockings and flings one into Mahoney's mouth, whilst Candice takes off her skirt. After the break, we're back for some more strip poker. This time round, it's dealer's choice, which means the dealer gets to choose which item of clothing the diva with the lowest card has to take off. Crystal draws the lowest card, and Mahoney decides that her skirt has got to go. Crystal loses her skirt, and Ashley spanks her ass.
Damn!
For our second match of the night, we've got a rematch from last week. It's the Billboard Vampire Kevin Thorn taking on ECW original Tommy Dreamer. According to Joey Styles, Kevin Thorn has been undefeated so far in ECW. At 2 points in the match, we get an interruption from the strip poker game. Ashley has lost her heels, and Candice has ditched her corset. This was a good match from Dreamer and Thorn. Ariel tries once again to help give Thorn the assist with the cane, but Dreamer manages to stop her. Later, Thorn gets slingshotted from the top rope. Dreamer then hits his signature DDT to get the win and end Thorn's undefeated streak. Back to our strip poker game. Crystal loses the next round and proceeds to take off her heels and throw them at Balls. She asks Balls Mahoney if he likes that. Balls says actually he does. When Mahoney gets up to retrieve Crystal's heels, he's bricked up. He apologises to the girls and says his knob has a mind of its own. Before we return to the game, we have a replay of what's been happening with Hardcore Holly on the ECW brand over the past 2 weeks. Holly had a banger match against RVD 2 weeks ago and cut open his back during the match, later requiring 24 stitches. The following week, he was attacked by Test while demanding Heyman for a rematch with RVD. When we return to our poker game, the girls are discussing which men on the roster are the hottest. Candice even manages to plug John Cena's upcoming movie, The Marine. Trinity says she likes a man in uniform. Candice says she likes a man out of uniform. The girls then ask Kelly what's happening between you and CM Punk. Before the girls get too carried away, Balls Mahoney deals another round with Kelly drawing the lowest card. Kelly then proceeds to take off both her skirt and her top. Balls says you only have to take off one item of clothing. She's an exhibitionist, Balls. This is what she does. Kelly then also takes off her bra just as they cut to commercial break. Main event time. Rob Van Dam, Sabu and the Sandman team up to take on Test, Big Show and Matt Striker. Before the match starts, Ashley has taken off her skirt in the strip poker game and Crystal has taken off her top. For a considerable chunk of the match, Sabu is struggling to get the tag. Test, Big Show and Striker continue to wear him down. Sabu eventually hit Striker with the kick he did last week, allowing him to make the tag to RVD. RVD, Sabu and Sandman take out all 3 of their opponents. Before RVD can finish the match against Striker, Sandman pleads for the tag. Sandman then beats up our school teacher and hits a rolling rock for the win. Finally, before the end of the episode, we go back to the strip poker game where Balls Mahoney deals one last hand. He says, "Remember girls, it's not a sin to show Balls some skin." Candice draws the lowest card and says seeing as Mahoney said it's no sin, she will show him some skin. Before Candice is about to strip, she asks Balls how come everybody else has aces on the table and I have a deuce. Maria starts to tease Candice, asking if she's scared to take it all off. Candice then rips off Maria's top. Then Maria rips off Candice's top. Then both of them proceed to strip off the rest of what they're wearing. Candice and Maria fight naked whilst the other girls try to separate them. Balls Mahoney chants ECW, ECW and screams he loves this job. This was a fun episode of ECW and it had me laughing throughout most parts of the strip poker segment. Balls Mahoney was brilliant as the dealer, they literally couldn't have picked a better person for the job. As for the rest of the episode, it was pretty average I'd say. Not all that much progressed rivalry wise. The one thing that I found irritating throughout the episode was the cutaways from the in-ring action to the strip poker backstage. As the Offspring said, you gotta keep them separated. I'll give the October 10th 2006 episode of ECW a solid 3 out of 5 stars. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next one.